Okay, there's the car starting off the hike. It's 11 o'clock, a bit late. You can see from the parking lot that I'm not the only one doing this today. And there's some folks, they're just hiking in for the day, but if you watched my Helmet Ochre hike, you would have seen me going to here. Information update. Marble Canyon, oh, don't care. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. This time, instead of going to this guy, we're going to this guy, 15K in. If we look here, you can see there's this area closed. Not what I'm going. I'm potentially going to there and coming out, but we'll see. And the first part of this path is just slight downhill, nice little forest walk, so it's quite pleasant. All right, I've just left the car, and I'm wondering whether I have a piece of equipment in my backpack or not, in the mesh part. Now, I could stop and take it off and check, but I think what I'm going to do is this. Now, we'll stop recording and we'll go back and look at that video. Well, that didn't work all that well. I didn't get back far enough. So let's try this. See what that's like. See if that's any better. Oh, so close, but no cigar. But I think I found another way. If I go off to the side like this, hold it way back there, I should be able to see. Let's find out if that worked. Oh, and here's the trail. Well, that's the second group I ran into on the trail today. They're coming out. The first group came out from Tumbling, and they said, yeah, you gotta have route finding going up there. Sounds like ice line. There was another couple at the parking lot who said they were going to go into Tumbling. So, still undecided. I think it'll depend on how I feel after doing 15K today, because that'll be the longest day so far. And in that, I got 2,000 feet of climbing. Trail's a bit muddier than it was before, about 1-2 weeks ago, but still in good condition. And it's a gorgeous day. It's, I don't know, 15 degrees, give or take. And pretty, oh, there's some clouds, but pretty much sunny. And we're back in this avalanche area again. You can see up the hill here. To the Abbey Path. Oh, there's bugs out here. And you can see down, oh, that's very pretty down there, to the river. And it just winds through here for a bit. All right, here we are. I'm at the Helmet Ochre campground I was at before. Took it was a little bit faster getting here. Trail's a bit muddy. I passed the two groups coming here, and they've since moved on. So there's a couple groups in front of me. I passed, well, there was probably 4 or 5 groups coming out. They had been to Helmet and then up to Tumbling, and they said you need route finding to get up to Tumbling. So my plan is to go ahead, go up to Tumbling, get a weather forecast. If it's a nice day tomorrow, I think I may go to Tumbling Creek. Otherwise, I'll just, if it's not too bad a day, stay at Helmet Falls, maybe some day hikes. If the weather's not looking very good, then I'll just turn around and head back out tomorrow. So that's the plan for now. And upstream, there's Snore Falls. Trail goes this way. It's harder to ignore some deadfall than others. Yeah, this is, I guess you could climb over it, but some folks, I think, have tried here. There's still lots of branches and stuff. What most folks are doing is creating a trail that goes down there, around there, back up over there, and then goes back in behind the tree there, and then the trail goes off there. Starting to be more deadfalls. Trail's still muddy on and off. You can see that some of it's really good. Further on there's a bit of mud. That's the way it goes. Well, it's time for another pack off break. There's the back. Have a bit of a snack, some cashews and craisins. Drink some water. Rest for a few minutes. Yeah, already been here for a few minutes. Anyway, it's been about an hour and a half. So last had to back off, so yeah, it's time to take it off again. This part of the hike has been more difficult. Certainly lots of up. Some blowdowns. They're not an issue though. What else? Mud on the trail. Yeah, not an issue. It's not West Coast mud. It's just a little bit muddy. Biggest issue I think is just, yeah, there's some uphill climbing, tough climbing. Legs just aren't used to doing that kind of stuff, so it slows me down a lot. Anyway, only, what did they say, 4.5 or 5K to go. As long as this uphill keeps going, that could take me a couple more hours, but we'll see. Well, just having a little break here. Not far to go, like a kilometer and a half or so up the path there. But it started to rain a tiny bit, so I either need to put on my rain jacket and continue, or what I'm doing right now is just seeing if I can wait it out and then continue. Don't know if the microphone picks it up, but you can hear a little bit of raindrops on the plants. And if we look up into that direction, you can see it's not like there's icky clouds or anything that way, which is where the weather's coming from. And if you look back that way, you can see there's sun there. So I don't think this will rain much or for any length of time. But doesn't hurt to take a bit of a break. Only concern is what kind of campsites will be left when I get into the campground. They're supposed to be about 3/4 full, I think. But who knows? There could have been people that stayed an extra night or whatever. Trail conditions, as I mentioned, are muddy in spots, but not really deep. Some parts of the trail are little rivers, so you get to go through that. And there's some washouts, a number of blowdowns, as I mentioned, which is go over, around, under, whatever. You can see where other people have gone around them or over them, so just follow the path that is already there, and it's not all that tough to do. Just sometimes have to balance on a log. And that's Helmet Falls off in the distance. Okay, here we are making supper. This is my new cozy that I built. That's dinner that I'm going to pour water into, and it's going to sit in the cozy after that. A couple cups of water. I'm going to have a cup of soup as well, and have some jerky to snack on as well. So that's the plan for dinner. Got my water bottles full. Got bear spray there in case anything weird happens. You can see there's the bear lockers. Using lockers instead of poles here. It works well. There's another one there. And then there's another one over there. And then, yeah, all over the place. Close. Ooh. There we go. Yeah, not quite max. That's just about there. I shut this guy off. Well, there's Helmet Falls up there. You can see it's falling. There's off to the left is a bit more of a waterfall, and then as we go through, you can see over there, there's a couple of falls there. Some wet rock there, some more falls up high. And certainly snow in that area. Then if you look up here, you can see there's some setting sunlight still on these guys, whatever they're called. You can see in the middle between them, there's a bit of a waterfall coming down as well, although most of it's snow at this point in time. Anyway, you can hear the falls. You can walk up this trail further and get to the kind of not quite the base of the fall, but a lot closer. You have to be careful what words you say when you're in voice recognition. I said the P-O, and so that's what it did. It removed all power and stopped. Anyway, if you remember to shut it off and make sure the recording has ceased, the battery seems to last longer. I've got more than half a battery left right now. Of course, I'm only filming in 1080p. I'm not filming in 4K this time because my memory card filled up last time. The reason it filled up is I put the camera in its pouch and the record was still going. So I had a whole bunch of video of the inside of my pouch, and I didn't realize that until I uploaded it all later. There's the cook area over there and the bear bins. So that's all done. Teeth is brushed. Everything's ready to go. I think I'm just going to turn in now for the night. There's a family with mom and dad and 3 kids, and hopefully hiker midnights hit them already, and they're in bed. It is starting to cool off pretty good. As you can see, wearing my merino top over my shirt. And I may be wearing the merino top to bed too. If not wearing it to bed, it'll be close by me when I go to bed. Oh, dinner. Yeah, I had half a freeze-dried meal, plus a cup of soup, plus some beef jerky, and that was just right. Used my new cozy. I need to do a little more work on the cozy though. It's a little too big right now. And once I'm home, I'll do that work. I'll shorten it, and then that should work better. There's my camp. Left my inReach on in case anybody's trying to send me a final message, but it's going off now too. Nothing too exciting. Well, we're about 1 kilometer down the trail, and goes through this little area here. You can see it's kind of pretty. That's the trail I've been down. See, that's where I'm heading. We've got a steep section coming up here. Wow, 10 feet or something. Just a little bit of a climb out of the little valley here. Heading back to the parking lot today. It rained a lot last night. Thunder, lightning, rain. Yeah, tent held up pretty well. It's just got the one issue at the front where the fly doesn't come down far enough. I don't know why they designed it like that. And I staked it out as best I could, but still there's an area unprotected. A little bit of water then got between the tent and the ground sheet, which means it'll come up a little bit. But as I'm hiking out, it's not bad. Just my pack's probably heavier coming out than it was going in because I got a wet tent. That'd be the advantage of having DCF fabric. Is shake it off and it's virtually dry. And got past my first little blowdown, just had to go over it. Here's the next one. In order to get through this one, you pretty much have to go around. So you can go down underneath there. And here's another one of those suspension bridges. So let's see what this is like. Problem we have here we got to figure out how to get up this wooden piece that's a bit slippery with the mud on the boots. So, no more video right now. I'm just going to focus on getting up. Okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought. My boots had grip. As long as I held on to the metal piece along the side, this thing, one hand and poles in the other to push, I was okay. Now we go across here. Well, I have steady shot on, so it should make this a lot steadier than it actually is. It's bouncy. There's downstream. And there's upstream. You can see up in the mountains there's fog. Almost looks like it'll burn off today, but I don't know if it will. Got a little bit of rain already. That's pretty through there. Okay, let's see how we go down. One boot. Need to go flat-footed when you do this. Oh, and finally we get back to the spot where they got the little grip plates. And we're done. There we go. Got over the suspension bridge okay. Smells so nice and fresh after all that rain last night. Yeah, this was a good idea to just come out today. Make it a little easier. No sense in pushing things. I have the whole rock wall booked later this year, so what I really wanted to test was to see test on distance a little bit. So this was it's about a 15K hike. Oh, here we go. Blow down. No, the path isn't obvious, but I remember it. Goes over there and then off to the path. But I need all four hands for this. So my boots are Gore-Tex waterproof. Your choice. But this is the trail. And yeah, we got rain last night, but not a lot of rain. Well, I don't really know. I mean, I was in my tent, so there's a spot there. Now you think, well, that's grand. So just that little bit. But you get to see where the trail creek continues along here. And I guess you could do some hopping, but And that's also not much. There's the trail I came down. It's pretty muddy. And this is the, you can see the ochre. It's a orangey yellow color. There's that pond there. And there's another one there. Surface is okay to walk on. And then there's this. And that just flows down pathways over there. And see there's ochre all over the place here. Anyway, that's the paint pots and ochre beds.